This has been a quite average week for the altcoins. A lot of alts went down, some went up. It seems like there's a shift happening, a shift towards the AI related tokens. Because have a look at the Convo token. That's an AI agent launched by the Virtuals protocol. It's up more than 300% this week. Then we've got Vader AI, also launched by Virtuals. That's up 200% this week. And we've got the Virtual protocol itself with a gain of 26%. All while Bitcoin tended to rather trend downwards. What's going on here? This is not the first video on the Virtuals protocol and its related tokens. I published one 2 weeks ago and it's interesting, right? The video first performed just like an average video, but now it tends to outperform 2 to 3 times more views than the average video. And that's because of search volume. Now, where does this come from? It probably comes from the returns now being concentrated very much on AI, on Virtual protocol specifically. Have a look at the returns on the Ethereum chain, the largest chains on ETH. Some returns are negative, some returns are positive. But have a look at the Virtuals related tokens. Most of them gained quite nicely in the last 24 hours. That's the same also for the last week. It's the same even for the last month. It appears as if the active speculative money is now moving away from Solana. It's moving away from the pump.fun ecosystem. It's moving away from meme coin trading, and it's now focusing on artificial intelligence. Have a look at the largest pump.fun ecosystem tokens. Most of them went down in the last week. Even the volume on pump.fun itself, the number of newly created tokens, tends to rather trend down. And why is the Virtuals protocol on Base so successful? I believe it's because there aren't that many tokens that get launched all the time. When you've got a platform with 40,000 new tokens every single day, it's obvious to everybody that buying such a token is pretty much a lottery ticket. But when in contrast, you buy something on the Virtuals protocol, and there's only 1, maybe 2 tokens created on a single day, the capital isn't that much diluted, right? All of the attention can be concentrated on the newly launched token. And that then explains the outflows from Solana and the inflows into the Base ecosystem. On Solana, in the last month, we have seen how the total value locked shrunk by 7%. On Base, we've seen it going up by 4.5%. We can ignore the data point for Bitcoin because that's ordinals, that's highly manipulated by the centralized exchanges, but it's a Binance Smart Chain and Base that gained. All the rest rather trended downwards. But let's have a look again at the on-chain metrics for the Virtuals protocol. What are those holders all comprised of? Because according to basescan.org, we've got 250,000 holders, but not all of those holders are created equal. What we see over here are the holders over time, based on minimum holding thresholds. So it's 333 tokens that a wallet needs to hold in order to be counted on the left chart. It's 3,333 to be counted for the chart in the middle, and it's 33,000 tokens to be counted on the right. Now, since the price of Virtuals is around $3, this equates to $1,000, $10,000, and $100,000. We can see accumulation across the board. All wallet cohorts are buying, small retail is accumulating, the big whales are accumulating as well. We can also see how the interest over time is increasing. So this is the number of buyers and sellers. And since September of this year, this is growing very, very rapidly. So let's have a look at what happened in the last month, where Virtuals protocol almost 4x'd, so an increase of almost 300%. We see again growth across the board. It seems like the small retail wallets tend to be growing the fastest, a growth of roughly 70% in the span of a single month. Medium-sized retail is also growing by roughly 25%, and even the number of whales is growing. That's by roughly 15%. So this is a rally driven by small retail where the whales also jump on board. Now, small retail tends to not sell that quickly. That means that it's very likely that the price can stay elevated for quite some time. Now, here's the thing. Recently, the altcoins are having a very nice run. What we've got over here is the others dominance. So how much of all of crypto is currently in the altcoins that are not in the top 10? And within a month, this went up by roughly 25%. A lot of money from traditional finance is finally flowing into crypto again. The stablecoin market cap tends to rise. It's even accelerating recently. And that's happening since the beginning of October of last year. What we see over here, that's the Terra Luna collapse. This is the Anchor protocol going bust. This is when UST depegged. It started the bear market where also FTX imploded, and then we saw the turnaround at the beginning of October of last year, and now we really see money coming in. All of crypto is going up. This is the bull run. The issue is that especially for the people that just recently start out, most people tend to buy the things that just recently went up. Most people simply buy the things where currently a lot of attention is. But the art in crypto, I believe, is to buy the things before everybody looks at it. Because once especially the very risky tokens, they are already large, then we mainly see profit taking. For example here, this is the largest meme coins in the pump.fun ecosystem. So that's the launchpad of meme coins on Solana. And just have a look at this, right? This is the performance in the last 7 days. Most of those tokens went down. It's about buying tokens before they become large. For example, over here, this is the GOAT token. It's currently at 70 cents. And I tried to be early on this channel, right? I published a video when it was still at 24 cents. And so this is what this channel is all about, right? It's trying to identify tokens that have positive momentum, a lot of organic growth, but at the same time that still have the 2, 3, 4, 5x potential. And so if you want to be early next time, feel free to subscribe over here. I publish videos regularly. Now, how do I find tokens like GOAT early? Why am I so confident that tokens like this can go higher? The answer is wallet tracking. So the blockchain is 100% transparent, and we can have a look at what are other people doing. For example, over here, right? This is a signal today. We see how influencer CryptoGains bought the agent token for 0.035 cents. That was over here. Afterwards, the price went up by 120%. Then, of course, subsequently, it still went down. It's still up since the purchase. But that's how the game works, right? You want to buy tokens that currently have momentum. You want to take profit very early, and you want to buy the things that other influencers buy. You want to buy the things that insiders are buying. You want to buy the things that other top traders are buying. Now, here's that influencer, that CryptoGains influencer. He's currently got more than 130,000 subscribers. He's reaching the 140K, and through on-chain analytics, we found a lot of his wallets. We've got 55 of his wallets that we are tracking, where we get alerts whenever he buys or sells something. And so I just had a look at his recent video. This AI agent crypto will 100% make people millions. That's the strawberry token. So that's published just 19 hours ago when the price was at 26 cents. And we got our alert that CryptoGains bought the token for 17 cents. And so subsequently, the price went up by 215%. But surprise, surprise, once the video hits YouTube, it's already too late. We did see quite a correction subsequently. So have a look at this, right? This is actually 17 hours ago, right? This is the top at 11 p.m. Now it's 4 p.m. And this video was published 19 hours ago, but that doesn't really match with the price. So the video was published somewhere when the price was already here. So something happened between recording of the price and publishing of the video on YouTube. And so here's potentially what happened, right? It's just a guess, but probably CryptoGains bought the token. He found it very interesting for whatever reason. He then potentially talked about this in his premium community. Then some of his people might find the token interesting as well, right? It might have been a recommendation to buy, but it's simply just a mention potentially in that community. A lot of his followers buy the token, and they're pushing up the price further and further. And once the YouTube video hits, that's then when they tend to sell. That's probably why we see the recent decline. And so that just shows how much power there is in wallet tracking. With wallet tracking, we can be among the very early buyers. We can buy directly with the influencers, with the insiders, before all of those other people buy in. It's really about getting an edge in crypto. It's really about learning more than others. It's figuring out the data that most people are too lazy to compile, or that don't have the capacity to compile. Now, I talk now a lot about this single influencer, but it's actually not just CryptoGains that we're looking at. For example, check this out. This is Crypto Banter. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about a token in a video and thousands of people watch that video, of course this generates attention. Of course this pushes up the price. And so, of course, we also have some of their wallets. We've got 33 that we are tracking. Well, have a look at this. This is Alex Becker, 1.5 million subscribers. And we've got 12 of his wallets. I really believe this is the way to make money in crypto. It's not drawing random lines on charts, etc. It's getting an information edge. It's working for that information edge. And so that's why I created a tutorial course just on how to find influencer wallets, how to then set up alerts for those influencers, and how to then also interpret the signals that we get from the alerts. It's 8 videos in total, and it's all part of the premium membership of this channel. Now, I do not pump and dump on this audience, right? We are just trying to find information outside of the community. Now, premium is not just about wallet tracking, it's also about backtesting indicators, it's also about risk mitigation, portfolio diversification, on-chain analytics. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total. Once we have a wallet signal, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. We have to compare our on-chain analytics. That's why we've got the dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't learn anything, just message me within the first 7 days and I will refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. Now, the big question with any investment is always, what is the potential upside? Especially for crypto, it's all about risk versus reward. How much potential reward is there still for the virtual token? Let's draw a few comparisons. So here are the tokens that are focused on generative AI. Render is at number 1 with a market cap of 3.5 billion. Virtual's protocol is very, very close to that level with 3.4 billion. Here are all the protocols around AI and big data. Again, we've got Render as a comparison. We've also got ICP and Near. I'm not so sure how good the comparison to ICP and Near really is because those are dedicated blockchains. Now, what does that mean? It seems that the air is getting thin somewhat for Virtual's protocol. It probably cannot do another 3, 4 or 5x if the market itself isn't growing massively. I believe that the real returns are to be made in the newly launched tokens on the virtual platform. Because again, the Virtual's protocol itself went up only by 26% this week. The smaller tokens, they double and triple. There's way more upside when it doesn't take that much money for a token to go up. I mean, just go to dexscreener.com and search for buy virtuals. Would you rather hold tokens like this or would you hold the virtual protocol itself? Of course, not every single token here makes gains. There are some losers, but it's possible to simply diversify a bit, right? When you own 3 or 4 tokens, then you're getting somewhat of an average return, and that's probably going to be higher than buying the virtual token directly. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.